Hello, guys. As I'm sitting in bed, literally, but I came to just talk to you guys because, like, I just had a vent, get stuff off my chest. Literally, so I have a friend who we're not talking right now. I'm not gonna go into really much detail. I'm not gonna. I'll always talk about how I feel, but I'm never going to put anyone else's like business out there. Like, we just kind of don't see eye to eye right now, and he feels like we're on two different paths in life. And here's the thing: we do things very differently. I will say that. Like when we were talking about it, I didn't disagree with him because I do feel like we kind of are on different paths in life, and we just kind of do things differently. And there's no hard feelings. Like, this is kind of why I wanted to make this video too, is to let you guys know, like, if you're dealing with something like you just feel like you and your friends are on different terms in life, it's kind of okay to, like I said, feel it's okay to be on two different terms in life, or two different paths, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, there's no that sometimes in life you guys go through different paths, and you guys might drift apart. You guys might be into two different things, not to make it seem like we're both into something bad, because we're not, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, it's okay to go in two different paths in life, and there be no issue. And if you guys can work it out eventually in the future, then we'll work it out. Same with me, my situation. Like, if we work it out, we work it out, but if we go on to do different things in life, and if we don't, have that bond like we used to, then that's okay. So that's kind of just how I feel about it. Like I said, I'm not going to go too deep into this story. Like I said, I'm never going to put his personal business out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll always try to be as transparent with you guys, but I never want to sacrifice anybody else's like peace of mind, or like just blast people. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what my channel will be about. But I'm always going to, like I said, be honest with you guys, and just try to be as real as I can be, but like I said, it's okay that we're on two different paths in life right now. Like I said, there was no issue. Like, there wasn't like a big, huge argument. Like, we just see things very differently, and we look at situations very differently, as we always have. We've always been kind of the same, but we have always done things differently. We've always looked at things in life very differently. Whether it's, that's just how we've always been. Like, that's kind of the type of relationship me and him have had, is we've kind of been the same. And yes, we will look at certain things the same, but on the other hand, we'll do things very differently, and we just move very differently. And that's not to say like his way's right or my way's right, or his way's wrong or my way's wrong. We are just different. And you guys know, when you have those friends that you guys are just very different. Like, yes, you have things in common. Yes, you might share similar interests, but you just do things very differently. And that's, like I said, that's always kind of just been how our relationship has been. And this is just how I look at it. He might look at it something totally different. But this is just my like standpoint on it. You know what I mean? And not to be like, this is why I don't like have friends, or not to make it seem like that, but this is kind of just why, like, it's not even just like this particular situation with him, but it just makes me like, makes me think like, this is kind of just why I kind of just stick to myself and kind of just do my own thing. It's just because I don't have to worry about, like, not to like be selfish, or like not to make it seem like I don't care about how other people feel, but like, when I'm alone, like, I can just focus on me, and if you guys haven't, also if you guys haven't seen like my loner series I've been doing on this channel, like you guys can go check out the 2 videos I posted on it. I was gonna come back and do a part 3, which I will. But can I speak? Like, what's going on? I will be doing a part 3, but I kind of just wanted to sit down and make this video first. But part 3 will be coming of the loner series. But if you guys haven't seen that, go check that out. So I've been doing the loner series, and just kind of with this situation too now, just like, this is why I just stick to myself and just do my own thing. But like, I'm trying to get out of that. And like I said, just because I'm going through this situation, or this particular situation has occurred or is going on, I still don't want to like stop putting myself out there more. But it makes it hard too when situations like this happen. It makes me, again, want to just stick to myself and just really not, worry about myself. Not even to worry about myself, but like, just, it's just hard having friends. Like, it honestly is. Like, if anybody out there can relate to this, then like, it is just hard dealing with other people sometimes, and other people's emotions, and other people's way of thinking, because we are all so different. Like, but that, like, in a sense too, I don't want to say like being different is a bad thing, because it makes us all beautiful. It makes us all, it would be boring if we were all the same, I don't know. It's just hard, It's just hard having, like, just dealing with people sometimes, and just like I don't, and none of my friends, like, I won't ever like sit there and say like they're bad people, because they're not. Like, they have their ways, I have my ways, like, I'm not gonna ever sit up here and act like I'm perfect, or like I don't do things to probably annoy them, which I know I do. I know I can be a lot. I know, like, I'm very all over the place sometimes. Like, you guys don't even know the half of it, okay? So like, I get, like, I can be a lot sometimes, and I might not always do things the right way, I just do things the way that I know how to do things, and what's gotten me by in life, And not to say like I'm not going to change those habits, because I am. Like, when I tell you guys I'm seriously trying to work on myself, like, I seriously am trying to work on myself and really know my triggers, know what, I need to work on internally with myself, you know what I mean? Like, and like, just like with anything in life, it's like you have to work at it constantly every single day. You have to seriously put time and effort into it, and just seriously put the work in. Not this video being a whole ramble life update. What else is new, honestly? I always feel like I have to like just ramble to you guys and just tell you guys a million and one things, because like I don't know, I just have to. But yeah, like, just like I said, with anything in life, and you have to literally work on it. And I don't care if that's like working on yourself, a career, relationships, friendships, like, no matter what it is, you have to work on it. So like, when I go through these little spats with my friends, and when, I might not be seeing eye to eye with a friend, it makes it very hard. And not to like say it's all their fault, because it's not. Like, this is something I also need to work on. Like, even though I'm going through an issue with a friend, or like me and a friend aren't seeing eye to eye, like, I still need to not let that distract me. Of course, I need to try to, of course, fix the issue, or see if we can come to a resolution. But I also don't need to internalize it so much that it like knocks me off track, and it knocks me off of the work that I'm trying to do on myself. And, I don't know if that's even making any absolute type of sense, but if you guys follow me, then you guys just, what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, I don't need to completely just like internalize it, and I need to just still like continue to work on myself, and not like harp on it. You know what I mean? Like, of course, try to fix the issue with your friend. I'm not saying like walk away from every friendship unless you have to, because that's a whole other story. Like, sometimes you do completely need to walk away from a friend and just be done with it. But that's a whole other story for a whole other day. But also too, I'm gonna probably make a whole sit down video about this. Like, but since we're here now, why not talk about it or give you guys like a little update on it? So I don't know if I've told you guys about my ex, the whole story about that, and just our whole little situation. Like, that is a long story. Okay, that is probably a 3-part series, literally. Which I probably will do that video. If I haven't, I need to go look. I'm sure I probably have talked about it throughout certain videos, or like through little, I don't even know what I was trying to say, throughout some YouTube videos. I'm sure I probably like I've talked about it quickly or have said little things about it, but I haven't. I don't know if I gotta go look. I don't know if I fully went and made a whole video about it, but which I will for you guys. But right now I'm in this, like, basically we have reconnected again, or we have reached out, like, over like a situation that happened with someone that we knew close to us, that and this is probably like a few weeks ago. And me being, if you guys don't know, I'm a hopeless romantic, and I literally am always in my feelings, and I can just, sometimes I want to be in relationships and sometimes I don't. Like, that's a whole other story for a whole nother day. But basically I just need to get over him, and this is no shade to him. Like, we've been through so much ups and downs. Like, I'll never bash him in a video, like, because I wasn't perfect in that relationship, and I know that I wasn't at that time. This is like some years ago, but still, like, I wasn't perfect in that relationship, and I made some mistakes, that I had to live with, and like, I can own up to that, and I've owned up to that, and I have no problem admitting my wrongs and my faults in that relationship. Like, that relationship taught me so much, like, good and bad, no matter what I went through in that relationship. Like, it taught me so much for my next relationship when that does happen, and when that comes my way, So I never want to, I just learned a lot from that relationship, like, yes, I made my mistakes, and I'll talk about that in a whole video, and I will sit down, and if I haven't already, or I'll give you guys an update on it, or just, that video will come. But like I'm saying, that relationship, like I said, taught me so much. I learned a lot from that relationship. I learned what to do, what not to do. Like, I truly learned a lot from that relationship. Like, I never will take that relationship for granted because it taught me so much, but I need to move on from him. I need to just get over my feelings for him, because like there are still feelings from there, like, on my side. Like, he has moved on. He has said that. He has made that clear. And I'm okay with, like, of course it sucks, because, like, me being a hopeless romantic, I'm like, there's hope. We might get back together. Which that's not going to happen. And I don't think that needs to happen, just for, like, his personal growth and my personal growth. And, when you break up for a reason. And I need to seriously learn that, and I tell you guys that, but it's easier said than done. I need to seriously start taking my own advice. I literally probably tell you guys that in every single video, but here I am not taking my own advice. Point being, I need to move on from that relationship. If we become friends, then we build a friendship off that, but it doesn't need to go any further. Not to say that it would on his part, because like I said, he's moved on, and that's okay. It's been so long, and that relationship took so much out of the both of us. So like, I get why he literally has moved on, like, and it's been so long. Like, this was in like 2017, and it's just been so long without us having contact. Like, we just started talking not that long ago here recently, so it's been years and without contact, and just every time we have tried to reconnect prior to this, we would always argue and fight about the past and the mistakes, and it just never went well. But now that we're in this place of like reconnecting and like getting to know each other all over again, I guess it does feel good, because like I said, we have not been on the best of terms, and it hasn't been the best of communication. But me personally, I need to move on from the relationship and stop thinking we're going to get back together and wanting to get back together with him, and just worry about the friendship and build off of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, but like I said, I will be giving you guys a video on that. Just because I feel like a lot of people too can relate to it, and a lot of people can probably see where I'm coming from, or you know what I mean, or have been there before, or are in this relation or stuck in this place right now as me. You know what I mean? And I know people get back together with their exes all the time. It happens. We see it. I know people around me that have done it, and it happens. And this is no shade. Everybody's situation is different. So if you get back with your ex, like, be with who you want to be with. That's another thing. Like, people might look at this video and not understand me or judge it, or just be like, oh, why would you get back with your ex, or just I will say it depends. I won't say get back with your ex, because I know, like, trigger warning, but I know people like go through domestic violence relationships with their exes and things end horribly like that. Like, so I'm not saying like get back with your ex like in those type of situations, but like, I don't know. I don't want to ever judge people for getting back with their exes, because like I'm currently in this situation right now, even though he doesn't want to get back with me. But so I'll never sit there and like judge people off wanting to get back with their exes. Like, but that's an update on that. I was debating if I was going to talk about it, but I'm just like, we're here now. Why not? Why not? Just let me give you guys a whole freaking rundown. I don't even know what I'm going to title this video, literally, because I feel like I've just jumped around from so many different topics with you guys and just have been literally rambling with you guys. But I literally almost choked. That's the update on that. But no, like I'm seriously gonna move on from him. Like I have to. Like, there's no other way around it. And this is not like in a disrespectful way to him. Like, just for me, like, yes, I want the friendship, and to see if we do build a friendship, that's cool. Like, because it's been so bad in the past, and it's been so rough in the past, that like I'm like, if we can just keep a friendship, then that's cool too. You know what I mean? Like, there's no bad blood. Like, of course there are things, I wasn't perfect in that relationship, and I know that I wasn't, and I'll never sit up here and justify my actions for what I did, or like I'll never sit up here and do that. Like I said, I seriously learned so much from that relationship, and that relationship taught me so much, whether it was good or bad. Like in a sense, I'll never take that relationship for granted, because like I said, it taught me so much, and I just won't ever take that for granted. Like, but I am ready to move on. I am ready to just move on from that relationship completely. You know what I mean? Like, as far as like wanting to get back together with him, like I want to be done with those feelings, and I want to move on emotionally from that relationship. You know what I mean? Because like, even though it's been years, I still clearly have not moved on from that relationship, as I literally just told you guys that. And I'm not afraid to admit that, like I'm just not, like, because I know other people have gone or in the same situation, or like can relate to the situation, like, and I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, I'm just being honest. But I will move on from him, and I know that I will. I'm putting that out there into the future. I have to, because I don't want to. And this is just me looking long terms. Like, what if I do meet a good guy one day and I'm still stuck on my ex and I miss out on that? You know, that's just me looking deep into the future. I do that sometimes. I'm a weirdo, and I overthink everything. So it's just like, I've just got to move on emotionally from this person, like, and sometimes, but like, sometimes I did make a video too about this, where you guys, if you guys don't know, like, remember, I used to do the tone talks, which I will be back doing those. Like, I'm so excited to do those again. Those will be coming on in future videos, so stay tuned for those. Where you guys know, where I would just talk about a certain specific topic for each different episode of Tone Talks. I believe I did do a video on like getting back with your exes and how I felt about that. And I don't even know what the point of me bringing up the Tone Talks was. Well, there goes that thought, because I literally forgot. But like, yeah, I don't even know what I was gonna say about the Tone Talks, but I will be back doing those, so that's exciting. This video was literally just, I feel like, a whole freaking like update video. Like I said, I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video because what? But yeah, I'm going to move on from him, like, emotionally. Like, I know I'm going to. Like, I am telling myself that, like, I am, like, I have to. It's been long enough. I have to, and I have to forgive myself too for the mistakes that I've made. That's another thing too I wanted to talk about, which I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'm probably going to do that like in the full video when I decide to sit down to make that for you guys. But I have to forgive myself for the mistakes that I made in that relationship, because like, I was young. Not to even make an excuse, like, I was younger. I didn't look at relationships the way that I look at them now. I didn't value them as much as I do now. You know what I mean? And like I said, I can admit that now. Like, I was just younger back then, and not to make that as an excuse to why I made the mistakes that I made in that relationship, but I have to forgive myself. And that's with anything in life, you have to forgive yourself and to fully begin to move on. And, I think that's what I was so hard on myself still to this, like, with that relationship, because like, I couldn't forgive myself, or it was so hard to even forgive myself because I felt so shitty about the mistakes that I made. So it was just so hard for me to still fully forgive myself, and I have to forgive myself for the mistakes that I made in that relationship. Like, I just have to, or I'll never be able to move on, or I'll always feel like, I don't know. I just have to forgive myself for the mistakes that I made in that relationship, you know what I mean? And just with anything in life, you have to forgive yourself, like, whether it be a relationship or whatever it is in your life, you have to eventually, with time, and, you have to make that conscious decision to, fully move on and fully forgive yourself for whatever you've done or whatever the mistakes that you've made, So that's another thing I wanted to talk about too, in that, is when it comes to my ex, and is that I have to just fully move on from that relationship, and I have to forgive myself for the mistakes that I made in that relationship, So yeah, that's literally probably my whole life update. I'm literally trying to think about, like I said, I don't even know what I'm going to freaking title this video, but yeah, that's pretty much. I just want to sit down and talk to you guys about like friendships and me getting back with my ex and that whole situation, and just future videos that I'm excited to talk about, do and put out on this channel for you guys, and really step back into like my content making era and make more content on here for you guys, because I literally love just sitting down talking with you guys, or just coming up with different tone talks or different story times that I still want to tell you guys. And I need to really just focus on things that make me truly happy, and this is one of them. So I'm back to making content. I do love doing this, and like it is just a way from it's therapy for me too, honestly, to sit down and just talk to you guys and just get things off my chest, because I don't normally open up to people a lot, or it's very hard for me to, or I don't really talk about a lot of things with people. So it's kind of like my form of therapy too, to just sit down and talk to you guys, or whatever I want to ramble about, or whatever might be going on that I just want to talk to you guys about. Like, it just helps me too. And I hope it helps any of you guys out there that watch my videos, anybody that clicks on these videos, some way, shape, or form. I hope it either helps you or encourages you or inspires you, or, to let you know that you're not alone, or that you, like, I'm literally am going through the same issues that you guys go through, or whatever the case may be. But I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to close this video out. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys like this video. Like always, like, comment, subscribe to this channel. And yeah, I got some more content coming for you guys, some tone talks, some story times, all those good things. But I am back to making content. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.